Justice shall be
Wait
done.
till you see me in action.
Show me the path.
Don't worry. Be happy.
More gold is required.
I stand for the light. Of course. That sounds right. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Of course. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. For my father, the king. Justice is
Double kill.
for honor. Of course. For honor. Of course. For honor. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. For Lord honor. For honor.
Which way?
I hear you, man.
The light is my strength. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. You are past redemption. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Justice. Betrayal of light. Of course. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. I am ready. Is there danger? I'm here to help. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. For Lordaeron. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. The light is my strength. Certainly. A sound plan. For my father, the king. Of course.
Double kill.
Is there danger? Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. I stand for the light. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Betrayer of the light. For Lordaeron. Justice will come. Found made. For Lordaeron. Justice has come. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course.
Double kill.
A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. Justice shall be done. Is there danger? For honor. Certainly. For honor. Of course. For honor. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Of course. For honor. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. The light is strength. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Is there danger? Of course. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. I stand for the light.
My life, Benezul.
The light is my strength. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. Of course. For honor. For Lordaeron. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. Certainly.
Double kill.
Is there danger? Of course. A sound plan. Of course. You are past redemption. Betrayer of the light. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. I'm here to help. I believe, Master. Justice shall be done. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. course. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. I'm here to help. I stand for the light. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. For honor.
Double kill.
A sound plan. For honor. Feel my wrath. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. I'm here to help. What is your
Double
need?
kill.
Is there danger? I wish only to say. Thy pity, master.
Give me something to do.
I got the righteous groove.
Justice shall be done. Of course. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. For my father the king. Betrayer of the light. For honor. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Foul. Certainly. For honor. Of course. A sound plan.
Double kill.
Certainly. Betrayer of the light. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. Of course. Certainly. Of course.
Double kill.
The light is my strength. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. For my father, the king. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. Justice shall be done. I'm here to help. Justice shall be done. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Is there danger? Of course. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly.
Double kill.
Justice shall be done. For honor. For order. Is there danger? A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Betrayer of the light. For my father, the king. Betrayer of the light. You are past death. The light is my strength. For honor. A sound plan.
Double kill.
Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. Of course. For honor. I'm here to help. I am ready. Justice shall be done. I bow to your will. The light is my strength. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Of course.
Double
A
kill.
sound plan. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. Of course. Thy bidding, master.
Aye?
Is there danger?
What do you want? More gold is required.
The light is my strength. For honor. A sound plan. For honor.
Yes.
I'm here to help. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly. course. For honor. Betray the light. Certainly. I stand for the light. For honor.
How may I serve?
The light is my strength.
I am ready.
Is there danger?
Double kill. How may I serve? I am ready.
I stand for the light.
What is your wish?
Justice shall be done. A sound plan.
Double kill.
I stand for the light.
Double kill. Triple kill.
A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. Is there danger?
I bow to your will.
I am ready. Double kill.
I'm here to help.
What is your wish?
For Lord Orion. For honor.
Of course.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Is there danger?
I am ready.
I'm here to help.
What is your wish?
Is there danger? I'm here to help. The light is my strength. Certainly. For honor. A sound. Is there danger? Of course.
Double kill.
A sound plan.
Triple kill.
Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. I'm here to help. Certainly.
I bow to your
More
will.
gold is required.
Justice shall be done.
I am ready.
The light is my strength.
How may I serve?
I'm here to help.
What is your wish?
The light is my strength. For honor. Of course. For honor. Of course. Certainly.
Double kill.
Of course. Certainly. A sound. For honor. A sound plan. Foul aim. Of course. For honor. Certainly for honor. A sound plan.
Double kill.
Of course.
Double kill.
My life for Nezul.
I stand for the light.
Wait till you see me in action.
The light is my strength.
Give me something to do.
Is there danger? For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Of course.
Inventory is full.
For honor. A sound plan.
Double kill.
I stand for the light.
How may I serve?
Is there danger?
I am ready.
Justice shall be done. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. I'm here to help. For honor. Of course. For honor. For my father and king. Certainly. A sound plan. The light is my strength. Of course. Certainly. Justice shall be done. For honor. For Lord Orion. Of course.
Not enough of that.
A sound plan.
What is your wish?
Is there danger?
I am ready.
I stand for the light.
What is your wish?
Is there danger? Of course. For honor. Certainly. The light is my strength. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. Certainly.
Double kill. Triple kill.
No,
I
not
wish
like
only
that.
to serve.
Let me do it.
There's no time to rest.
Two plus three times.
My life for Azul.
Forward.
I stand for the light. Certainly. A sound plan.
I bow to your will.
Double kill.
Of course. A sound plan. I'll have it up in no time.
Thy bidding, master.
I stand for the light. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. For honor. Certainly. For honor.
Our forces are under attack.
Justice is come. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. I'm here to help.
Betrayer of the light.
Double kill.
A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Of course. Is there danger? I'm here to help. I stand for the light. For honor. 2 plus 3 times. What do you want?
hold is required.
Is there danger?
Inventory is full.
A sound plan. I'll have it up in no time. I stand
Double kill.
for honor. Certainly. Of course. Certainly.
I am ready.
The light is my strength. For honor. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. For my father the king.
Double kill.
Sound plan. Of course. For honor.
Double kill.
Of course. For honor. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly.
I wish only to serve.
No, not like that. Let me do it. Justice shall be done. 2 plus 3 times. What do you want? The light is my strength. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Betrayer of the light. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Feel my wrath. Of course.